What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to look at how do you connect your Hermes agent to the Shopify store. Let's get started. Now, this all started with this tweet that Hermes is now integrated with Shopify. So I figured let's go test it out. And I will drop all these links in the description. This is their GitHub page for the Shopify integration with Hermes. Shopify instructions are kind of iffy, but I found a great resource here. So I'll link to this video, Coding with Jan. He walks you through step by step on how to set this up, but I'm also going to show you. So what you need to do is first, let's head over to our Shopify store. In the Shopify store, you are going to go to Settings, Apps, and then you can click on Develop Apps. That's going to take you to the Shopify Developer App Store. You can see I was testing a bunch of apps here. So what we're going to do is create a new app, give your app a name and hit create. That's going to pop you to the next window. This is where you're going to do the basic setup, and that's what your Hermes agent is going to need in order to set up the Shopify integration. For the app URL, I'm going to put localhost, and then we'll type new install. You can leave the preferences URL blank. That's what I did. For the scopes, I want Hermes to be able to create products and then also add the quantity for the products. So I'm going to search for product, and you can see here we have the read and write products. So I want Hermes to be able to do that. And then I also want Hermes to be able to read and write to orders. So I'm going to enable orders. And in order for you to have your Hermes agent add a quantity to your products, you want to enable the write and read locations. Once you're done, you can hit done. You can add all the scopes if you want. I'm in a test store, so I'm adding all the scopes. But if you are not in a test store, be careful, test it one scope at a time. From here, I'm going to go copy this localhost HTTP, and in the redirect URL, that's what I'm going to put. I'm going to leave the POS and the app proxy blank for now and just hit release. Now you can give it a version name and a version message. I'm going to leave optional and just hit the release button. So now what we have done is we have created the app. Next step is to go install this app to our Shopify app store. For that, you're going to click on the app name. Then you're going to click on install app. That's going to open your Shopify store. Just select your Shopify store. You'll see this message. Don't worry about it. Just hit install. And when you do, you're going to see an error message like we're about to see right here. This is totally normal. That means we are good to go. All right, now we have our app created. So next step, what I want to do is go back to our app, go to its settings, and then copy the client ID and the secret ID and paste it on this Google Doc here. So we have our client ID, our secret ID. Now what we need for Hermes is actually the access token. But that access token is hard to get. I wish they would just add a button called access token, but why would Shopify do that? So we have to jump through hoops. But trust me, it's going to be worth it, because after this, you're going to be able to add products, update products all through Telegram. It's amazing. Next step, what we're going to do is we're going to create this URL where we have our Shopify store ID, and then you append it with admin, OAuth, authorize, and then your client ID, which in your case would be different. And then after that, you're going to do the redirect to that localhost URL, which is what we had added here. If we go to the versions, go to this version, you can see the localhost redirect URL is this one right here. Now we have this URL constructed, and just note that this is actually URI, not URL. All of this, if you want to follow Jan's video, he has done an amazing job. So thank you, Jan, for creating this tutorial. Now all you need to do is go copy this and paste it in your browser. From there, you're going to get this. And this is the code, and that's now we are on the final step. After this, what I'm going to do is log into a service called Postman. And this is time sensitive because that access token is going to expire in a few minutes. So let's try this. What we want to do next is take this URL. So I'm going to add this here as well. We're going to take this URL, add it to Postman, and we're going to send a post request. And in that post request, we're going to add client ID, client secret, and our code that we just received. So let's see if we can do this before that code expires. And actually, this is the point where we're going to get our access token, not that previous one. This is when we get our access token. So you hit send, and here we have it. That is our access token, and that is what Hermes is going to need in order to authenticate your store. I've already done all of this. Just wanted to show you how to do this. Once you've done it, you are in business. You're just going to send this to Hermes using Telegram, WhatsApp, wherever you have set up. So now let's go test it out. I have my products here, and this is my first product. It's the Emotional Support Pebble. And this product has a title and a description, and it has a bunch of variations with the price and the quantity. And you can see here the different variants that it has available. And now I can also go and preview this in my Shopify store. Here's my product. You can see the 3 different options. I can add to cart. All of that can be done in my Shopify store because I actually have the Hermes integration. So now we're ready to move on to our second product. And this is where I will do this live with you so you can see how easy it is to add that product. All right, so let's head over to Telegram. And in Telegram, it's already asking me what's next for the store, add product number 2, etc., etc. So I'm going to say, here's the next product. And I've given my product title, description, and price. Those are the only 3 things I have given. I don't have any variants for this product. And of course, these are all made up products, so please don't go buy it. And then it's saying, got the details. I just need the image, drag and drop it here. And then I'm going to upload, create the product, plus 3 variants or 1 default if you don't want variants, set the inventory, attach the image. So let me grab the image and then we'll just drop it in here. All right, I'm sending the image and I said just 1 variant is fine, and let's set the inventory to 100. Now this is going to use my existing Shopify integration. I've already provided it with those keys, with the access token and the scopes. So Hermes has saved it in its configuration in the .env file. Now all it needs to do is go and add that product to my Shopify store, and that integration should work without any hitches. I did have to try it a couple of times, keep creating new developer apps to give it the right amount of scopes in order to create that product. So we'll give this a few seconds. I'll pause the video, wait for this to show up in Shopify, and then we'll resume. All right, the product is in, and let's go back to our Telegram. Here you can see the message. Your store now has 2 products. So I gave that command at 12:11. It took a minute and the product was added. And now we're ready to go. So what I want to try now is ask it to update my products with better descriptions. Because right now, if I go and look at this, the description is just a 1-line simple description. Let's go see if we can ask Hermes to update the descriptions. For all products that are live on my Shopify store, go through the description and update all the descriptions to be SEO friendly. Also create product categories for the products and add those categories to the existing products. So Hermes should now be able to not only update the descriptions, but also update the categories. Hopefully I've given it the right scopes for the category, but its job is to go and figure all of that out. And while it's doing that, I also want to show that this is the Shopify documentation from Hermes. So I'm also going to add this in the description. And that is how you can essentially feed this to Hermes and just ask it to figure it out. All you're going to need is that access token that we did earlier, and that should get you to updating, creating products in your Shopify store. So I can see Hermes is still typing. We'll pause this video again and then resume as soon as we have an update. All right, Hermes says done. Descriptions are done, and also collections created for grooming and personal care and unique gifts and novelties. So first, let's go and check out the collections. Okay, here's unique gifts and novelty, grooming and personal care. And then as far as the products go, let's go back to this one. All right, here we go. This is the description, which is now SEO optimized. And then let's just go look at the other product as well, the Emotional Support Pebble, the most affordable therapy you have ever purchased. And again, it's SEO optimized, already has the variants in here and also the collection for unique gifts and novelty. Also, here are some of the other things you can do within your Hermes while it's connected to Shopify. I can ask it to show me all the orders. Then I said, create a chart for me showing the orders from today from my Shopify store, and showed me my 22 orders and also created a chart for me. And in this chart, you can see the total revenue by product, also total revenue or total number of units sold by product, and then total orders across those two products that I have in my Shopify store. So that is how you can connect Hermes to your Shopify. If you'd like to see more Shopify related tutorials with Hermes, drop a comment below. And until next time, keep prompting.